Hello everybody, it's your boy NoukonNeko, your perfect virtual feline friend, a purveyor of good vibes. So today we're here on SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. Such a really long name, but we're on this mobile gacha game to check out the Gundam Seed Recollection story. So this Recollection story is actually a story that has not been shown anywhere before. This is like a brand new story, and it takes place in between Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny. And since Gundam Seed is one of my favorite, or at least I guess this is probably I would say it's one of my favorite Gundam shows of all the ones I have watched so far. I feel like I just have to kind of cover this, and yeah, I don't know what to expect. I did check out the very first part of this already just to see what to expect, and it seems like a lot of it's actually going to be kind of story, just lots of clips, and it's going to be pretty much mostly a watch along. But I do imagine there's probably some battles in between all this, but I'm hoping to cover all this in one night. I probably can't imagine it taking too long, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And at the same time, I'll probably just talk about like during the battle scenes, because most of it can be done in auto. What I think about the game so far, as you can see, it covers actually the story of like lots of previous old Gundam shows I've seen before, including some new ones as well. Like I think Witcher is the newest one, which I have seen. I think I have seen. It's kind of funny. I think I've seen all the alternative Gundam shows that isn't pretty much related to the UC timeline that much. I have seen the original Gundam show, but I haven't seen Zeta, or have not seen ZZ and X. Those are the three I haven't seen, but I've seen almost everything else so far. So it's interesting to kind of go through a lot of these stories and, you know, kind of refresh my memory on some of them, while other ones I kind of learn a little bit more about them by just playing the game. But yeah, I probably could also mention like how I'm doing the game. If you already know from my last video I posted, I did do a polling stream, and these are all of my current units right now. So I have some pretty good characters. Let me actually just go ahead and reset. Switch to rarity. Yep, and these are all my top characters right now, and it's a pretty good team so far. Yeah, good units, good characters. It's good combination of like Seed and UC characters, but it's kind of turning to be what I really want it to be. So it's doing pretty well, and I'm actually able to get a decent amount of pulling currency afterwards, back after all of that. And hopefully I'll be able to not worry about that for a while. But let's go ahead and get started, because I do want to see if I can get this whole story finished in one go. So the sooner I start, the faster it will take. It's 19 parts to it, but each of them are kind of short, but it's still a lot compared to a lot of other stories that I have been through so far. And since we didn't watch the first one yet, let's go ahead and start the first. Yep, go ahead and watch. So it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds long.
コズミックイラ71、9月27日、地球とクラントが互いの存亡をかけて激突した第二次ヤキンドゥーエ攻防戦の終結。地球連合軍の実質的な指導者ムルターズラ
recap of what happened in Gundam Seed.
死亡した。
Actually, I kind of want to see if I could make it a bit larger for you guys.
サラ議長が戦闘指揮の最中銃弾に倒れ死亡。
But maybe this is actually fine, so I'm not like covering too much of the screen.
ザラハに弾圧粛清されていたクライン派がクーデターを決行しプラントを掌握した。
Yeah, I will say that ever since this game has been out, I've been kind of rewatching Gundam Seed. At least the movie versions of it.
ついに停戦に向けて動き出した。中域のザフト全軍並びに地球軍全軍に告げます。現在プラントは理事国間の停戦協議に向け準備を始めています。それに伴いプラント最高評議会は現中域におけるすべての戦闘行為の中止を地球軍に申し
Yeah, this is like after Earth tried to nuke the space people called coordinators. And the coordinators shot like giant Death Star beam back at them. So things were very chaotic.
プラント臨時最高評議会議長に就任。カナーバがラクス・クラインの父シーゲルの側近だったこともあり、臨時政権の発足は速やかだった。
That's not a character I recognize, so it's a new character for this particular story.
大仕事は地球へ降り、地球連合に対して停戦を申し入れることだった。なんとか講和会議を行うことになったものの、互いの合意点を見出せないまま論争だけが続き、停戦交渉は難航。就任したばかりのカナーバは苦悩した。停戦条約を結ばなければ戦争は終わらない。カナーバは粘り強く交渉を続け、条約締結の糸口を探り、そしてついにこの講和会議での賛同を得られる条案が出された。それは地球連合から引き出せた最大限の譲歩であったが、プラントにとっては最大級の妥協と言わざるを得ないものであった。だが平和への第一歩が踏み出されたと信じ、カナーバは講和会議の結果をもってプラントへ一時帰国する。プラント最高評議会の了承を得るために。エターナル・アークエンジェルの働きにより、ザフトと地球連合軍は停戦状態を迎え、ひとときの平和が訪れた。しかしいまだ世界はいつ戦火の口火が切られてもおかしくない不安定な状況にあった。地球連合、オーブ、プラントの枠組みを超えて共闘した彼らであったが、
The three-ship alliance.
再建を願い、来るべき危機に備えるためにそれぞれの道に進むこととなった。
Yeah, of course they went their separate ways eventually.
イザークと共にプラントへ帰還する道を選び、アスランとカガリはアークエンジェルで地球へ。キラとラクスはエターナルの仲間たちと宇宙で活動することとなった。その後、地球連合とプラントは停戦協定を締結できないまま3ヶ月が経った。そして一時停戦の均衡は破られようとしていた。
Of course, there's always conflict lurking in the shadows.
世界は少しずつ平和を取り戻そうとしている。でもそれはとても不安定で、何かをきっかけにまた争いが起こってもおかしくない。人は過ちを繰り返す。それでも守りたい世界があるという思いは今も変わらない。
Yeah, the freedom is quite broken up after the battle, so it's no use right now.
どうすれば世界が良くなるのか、今の僕にはまだわからないけれど、それでもただ黙って眺めていることはできない。今の僕にできること。
Yeah, but I guess the strike's all good and well, so he's going to be using that in the meanwhile. And I'm surprised that the chairman's, who we, that girl, got her name already, the new character, because technically the chairman in Destiny is this black-haired guy, Durando. And that's who you would expect to pop up as the new chairman, but I guess something happens to this chairman in this storyline, or I guess she gets replaced. I guess she's more like a temporary replacement until they find a proper chairman. But yeah, so that's the first part of the story. It kind of starts from, you know, exactly right after the battle that happens in Gundam Seed, and I guess we'll see how it goes. It probably is going to be some kind of conflict, which they would eventually reach a ceasefire treaty. Then things do, you know, becomes peaceful for a while until things happen in Destiny. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Next story, 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Report. 監視用プローブの資材を持って陣1番機が発艦。護衛の2番機と3番機も出ました。
付近の様子はどうだ。戦闘による残骸がかなり漂流していますが、動くものは我々だけ。気を抜くな。残骸の陰に何が潜んでいるかわからんぞ。
不穏分子の活動が報告されていますし、戦争が終わったなんてとても思えないですよ。
ああ、だから我々の監視衛星網の復旧作業が急がれるのだ。どうした2番機？何かトラブルか？
Oh, he's gonna die. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Some people in ZAF is not happy about, you know, the whole idea of peace.
何が起きている？2番機を呼び出せ。
応答せよ2番機。応答せよ2番機。応答せよ。応答がありません。
He's gone. Or I guess more like they're getting taken over.
ZAFTA の哨戒艦1隻が突然の行方不明か。
いけませんわね。
ああ、しかも地球連合の関与を疑う声もある。
ザフト艦隊に非常警戒態勢発令。カルマンが消えた地点でモビルスーツによる戦闘の痕跡が発見され、ザフトが艦隊を発進させたそうです。
カルマンは何者かの襲撃を受けたわけだ。
地球連合も月軌道へ艦隊を集結させています。
で、ザフト艦隊を監視し、動きを見せた。
Forget how much younger like Lacus looks like from
参りましょう。
this part of the
崩れる前に
timeline.
私たちが動くのです。
了解。本艦はこれより直ちに出港準備に入る。作業員は待機、乗組員は所定の配置につけ。
ラクス、出港だって。
Oh, she got changed very quickly.
僕も行くよ。
ストライクルージュの改装はできたのか、少年。
はい。
結構。こちらも出港準備完了です。景気よく行きましょう、姫。
わかりました。
機関始動。メインゲートを開け。各部システム最終チェック。
オールシステムズゴー。
エターナル発進してください。
Yeah, and that's the ship I literally spent a little bit of money to kind of get. Oh, wow, there's actually a battle. I'm just gonna go ahead and set it to auto. My team should wait. How's it our? I guess I'm just straight using Kira because I didn't set up a team before going into this. Okay, there's just some people causing problems and they're just setting out to fight them. Pretty simple. Okay, I have a new strike. Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder if this is kind of like a little test to eventually develop the strike freedom. Okay, so the enemy's by himself. That would be kind of difficult. Oh, okay. Okay, it's just a watch. So we probably would do battle next, right? Yep, we finally have battle, but this should be easy. So the way this game works is you have actually 2 squads, one that is from the main series and one that can actually use suits from any series as you wish. The funny thing is most of my good units are kind of all from Seed anyways. So I'm obviously gonna stick them in here. And they should definitely carry me through the story pretty easily since I've been through a lot more difficult content of the game already. So we throw that in there. We're in space, so I guess we'll just use the other freedom. The meter unit. Oh, that's right. I also have justice. Okay. I'm gonna throw Aether in that one. I think this freedom's the strongest one. At least usually every suit has like a total combat power. I guess justice is a little bit more higher, but I do like the support. But I guess we don't have an attacker. Do I need an attacker? I don't think I really need an attacker. I might be fine without an attacker. Probably can add an attacker later. Okay, that would do for now for that team. And for this team, oh, I need to add support. I do have a specific ship for this. Ooh, should I use that or should I use Lacus? Technically with Lacus it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more cannon. Go ahead and do that. I did buy that for a reason. It kind of works on just 2 of them. Maybe I'll just go ahead and switch you for someone that actually would get the buff from the ship. So every ship you have in this game buffs certain units, and these arrows right here on the top right of each of the units that are affected are shown. And One Shot Killer is a very specific buff. The reason why I like it is because it can go beyond characters from Seed. I guess I'll go ahead and throw the Justice. You have more better buff than this. Just give it. I can just go ahead and throw Aether in there. Then, hey, for this one, I can throw all the rest of the Seed characters. But technically, I can have everything else I want. I can even throw the Strike Freedom. Which is really OP, especially in this kind of mode right now. But it's better. It's better for me to switch. It's better for me to switch this to the Seed ship because these are all Seed characters already. And this one is better to have all the one-shot characters. Yeah, even Aether is definitely better over here. It's fine. Anyway, I'm just gonna add the units first and I'll worry about the pilots after. Yeah, it's technically better to have Seed over here, or Freedom over here. Because he's a one-shot or 2. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and have Aether in here. Okay, move Freedom in the front. I usually like to do supports first, then attackers, then defenders last. And I'll explain why when the battle starts. Go with that for now. Charring the new Gundam. Okay, it's the armor. It's actually usually better to have the pilots that they're kind of, you know, known for their suits together. Oh, here, this character needs to be over here. And this character over here. And for the Justice, well, I was gonna have Atherin. Okay. Yeah, so sadly, New Gundam is not a one-shot killer, but he's strong enough where it's still good, even if he didn't get like a 30% buff to all stats. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go back here. I guess we'll go ahead and add the freedom, the normal freedom here. Okay. And let's go ahead and add Strike Rouge. Okay. Again, move the support to the left. Because the way order goes, it goes from literally from the first squad left to right, then second squad left to right. But you can tell that from the combat power you need 60k. I have like over 200,000. It's definitely like overkill. So this should be easy no matter what. I guess especially when it's taking place after the normal seed story you have to do, you kind of would have pretty good units right afterwards anyways. So easy. We'll let it go. Okay. Units goes first. Yeah, so this game, all characters, when they defeat an enemy, they gotta go again. Okay. But supports are useful because when other allies that are attacking us, they're near supports can actually help the other characters fight. The other suits as well. So that's why you usually want to have the supports goes first. Attacks are great afterwards because they have really high attack, so they're really good as finishers. And defenders are nice because when an enemy attacks, the defenders are actually able to pop in and help block or dodge some of the attacks. It's kind of weird that they dodge. But either way, that's how tanks work in these games. Okay, so new enemies appear in the battle. Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on. I should... for our well freedom? Well, he's technically not in the freedom. Wait. Logs are happening very quickly. Oh, wait. No, okay, they didn't say freedom. Spare Will Kira. Okay. Enemies popped in and they ran away. Pretty simple. Oh. Is that a trap? Guess either way we have to investigate, right? Guess that's an enemy ship. Earth Alliance. What? Some of the nuclear forces in the original Gundam Seed final battle? Okay. But yeah, easy battle. I could pretty much do most of the stuff. I only really ever had to play the game in like some of the like end game difficulty, but everything else can really be done in auto. So pretty easy. Okay, we're back to story. No sword without a blade. 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
まさか先の対戦で核ミサイルを運用していたドゥーリットルとはな。
彼らは核を入手したのでしょうか。
まず間違いない。
They took the nukes?
ええ、彼らが戦闘に積極的でなかったのはすでに目的を果たしていたからだと思います。
先ほど交戦したモビルスーツ部隊ですが、ザフトで登録され
So we're fighting against the decoys.
ました。
おお、
フルアーマーカスタムの黒いゲイツ、ヤキンドゥエ第一防衛艦隊司令メイヤ・シバの専用機です。
パトリック・ザラの懐刀だったあのメイヤ・シバか。だが彼女の艦隊は。
はい、第一防衛艦隊は全滅しているのですが、機関メスメルと両艦キルナーは
Of course.
撃沈の記録がなく MIA 判定になっているんです。何でも停戦命令の直後に突如消息不明になったそうで。
シバにとってクライン派のカナーバ議長からの停戦命令は容認できまい。軍から離脱し逃亡を図ったというわけか。ならばこのゲイツにはシバ自身が登場していたと見るべきだろうな。
パトリック・ザラの信奉者が核兵器を手に入れ、ザフトの艦隊を襲撃した。
What are you gonna do with the nuclear weapon?
それによりザフと地球連合双方を疑心暗鬼に陥らせた。
隊長はメイヤ・シバをご存知ですか？
ザフトの前身的な組織にあたる行動同盟の熱心な構成員でね。モビルスーツの開発に携わっていたそうだが、戦略においても相当な切れ者で、パトリック・ザラにその才覚を見出され、
この作戦により戦争が早期終結に向かわんことを切に願う。真の自由と正義が示されんことを。オペレーションスピットブレイク開始せよ。
So she's a big follower of Atherin's dad.
連合軍最高司令部を強襲したオペレーションスピットブレイクでは作戦立案にも顔を連ねていたそうだ。内通者による情報漏洩さえなければ完璧なプランだった。本来ならば全対戦の趨勢はあの作戦で消していただろうな。
そのメイヤ・シバが核を手に再び動き出したようですね。何らかの目的を持って。
Oh, she wants revenge. Because she lost a lot of men that day, probably.
何？カルマンか。隊長、行方不明になっていた哨戒艦が見つかったそうです。
どこでだ？
地球衛星軌道上です。
消息を絶っていた哨戒艦カルマンの発見。シバの関与を疑ったラクスたちはエターナルを艦が発見された衛星軌道上に向かわせる。
そちらはどうだ？
こちらは空です。乗組員も見当たりません。降下カプセルは2時間ほど前の戦争デブリによる大規模流星群に紛れて地球に投下された模様です。
核弾頭を地上へ送り込んだな。
バルトフェルド隊長、核は地上で使えると思いますか？
そうですね。ニュートロンジャマーがあるから本来なら使うことはできなかったでしょうが。
ニュートロンジャマーキャンセラー。
ああ、シバたちが入手した核にも施されているだろう。
それを防ぐ手はありますか？ないのでしたら地上で核を撃たせるわけにはいきませんね。
シバもカプセルと共に地上へ。
先ほどの戦闘に彼女が参加していたのであれば降下したのは別の部隊でしょう。シバの目的は他にあるはずです。彼女はまだ宇宙にいます。
ならばカルマンに残された鉱石データを復元してシバの拠点を探ってみるか。しかし地上の方はどうします？
地上にはアスランがいますわ。アスランに力を貸してもらいましょう。
Oh. Yeah, that's a good plan. I guess Athens battles a different battle to worry about later. I wonder if these are like the dragoons that probably Crusade had on his like unit. The Providence? I think it was what it was called. Okay. And that's just a story. It's interesting that they would do that, though. Usually they would do that at the beginning of, you know, the next section we pick. But they kind of include it with the clip itself. That's fine. So this should be easier. They usually keep whatever loadouts you set before and carry it over, and I could just add more units for any extra slots we have. We don't have a defender yet, right? So we'll go ahead and add a defender. Not that we need one. I think we... Even if I just like sorted with what I had already, it would have been good enough already. But I guess with more characters, they'll end the battle quicker. Wow, we already find her right away. And she has to be working with someone else, right? That most of the characters handle all the work. Well, she already went out already. Funny thing is, the Kira that's actually on the field didn't really do anything yet. Yeah, it's crazy, but the seed units in this game, they tend to have lots of map wide attacks, AoE skills, which is actually kind of unique. Not many units actually have those kind of attacks. They usually have like, you know, they're going to take one character down at a time. But seed characters, man, they could, if they're like all grouped up together, they can take down huge wide up enemies all at once. Yeah, the way it works for like the freedom, it's like a cone from where he is, which I think goes up to like 4 spaces in front. It's either 4 or 5, but does a pretty good job. But there are some restrictions though with that kind of skill. That kind of skill you can only use without moving, so the enemies have to be already in the bad spot for you to be able to use it. You can't just move into the ideal spot to use it. But what you can do, if you're like playing manually, is actually move to the preferred spot that can take out multiple enemies and just snipe out one of the enemies who would get an extra turn, and then you could use that AoE skill to take down a bunch of enemies in one turn. And I'm actually kind of surprised that the strike freedom, even though he has like that full burst like shot the way freedom does, the strike freedom doesn't have that kind of skill. Actually, he doesn't have an AoE skill, so I guess it would be a bit too OP. And the other thing I didn't really mention about the way this game plays, I kind of feel like it's like an in-between of like Fire Emblem and like Final Fantasy Tactics. It's like a little bit more depth than Fire Emblem, but a lot of it is like, you know, attack and counter, which is how the Fire Emblem usually does it. Let's go ahead and move on. We're pretty much almost a third of the way there. So without a blade, part 3. 3 minutes long.
これ以上無用な殺戮はやめてもらおう。エターナルの諸君、そしてラックス・クライン。私はヤキンドゥエ第一防衛艦隊司令のメイヤ・シバだ。すでにご存知かな。そちらには裏切り者の虎がいるようだからな。
メイヤシバ、話し合いの余地があるのならば、こちらは攻撃を止めましょう。それに、あなた方のパイロットは生きています。コクピットは無事なはずです。
Yeah. That's right. Kira isn't the type to kill. So you could do it with the strike as well.
部下からもよく聞いているよ。おかげで機体を直せば何度でも出撃し、目的が果たせる。
先の大戦に一旦の終止符が打たれたこの世界で、あなたは今何を行おうというのですか？
そうだった。それを聞いてもらうべきなのかな。私はザラ閣下やシーゲル・クライン同士が行っていた行動同盟の活動に心を打たれて、同盟に参加したよ。そしてザラ閣下に認められ、モビルスーツの開発に関わるようになった。その後、優秀な農学者と結婚した。その夫との間に最愛の息子が生まれ、私たち夫婦は息子の成長を励みにして互いの研究にも力が入り、
Sounds like she has a happy life so far.
まさに私の人生の中で最も光り輝いていた時間だった。
Oh, the very first nuke?
そんな幸せを奪ったのが
Of course.
血のバレンタインだ。愛する夫。
Oh, she lost her son too.
全てを失ったよ。
シーバ様、間もなくモビルスーツの回収が完了します。60秒後に緊急発進シークエンスを開始してください。
Yeah, that's just the start of all the grudges in this show. The very first nuke.
私はいい部下たちに恵まれた。我々はあのような悲劇を生み出す者たちを打倒するために行動を開始した決命の同志だ。オペレーションスピットブレイクの鉄は決して踏まない。
あなたの身に訪れた不幸には心より哀悼を申し上げます。だからこそ私たちは二度と同じ悲劇を繰り返してはいけないのです。地球とプラントがようやく和平へ向かい歩み寄りつつある今、どうか憎しみを捨て、その刃を収めてはいただけないでしょうか。
それは見せかけの平和だよ、ダックス・クライン。どうやら時間が来たようだ。今日は話せて楽しかったよ、歌姫。
What? They would destroy a plant colony? With a nuke? But that's like her own people. I'm sorry, I might be kind of blocking her. It's better for me to be over here. I see. So I think she's trying to make it sound like Earth is still attacking the plants. So she... Because it is their nuke that she's using. And, you know, the plants will get angry and, like, kind of restart their whole war against the Earth again. Oh, some more story. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Kind of wonder if it's just like, if you put it all together, whether it's just one episode long. Like an OVA.
シバのあの言葉は彼女たちを排除し、地球連合と和平を結ぼうとしている者へ向けられたものではないでしょうか。
つまりザラ派を追い落としたクライン派、目的は叶わば議長か。
講和条約締結のキーマンである金幅議長に何かあったら。
ああ、講和会議は失敗に終わり、条約案は白紙に戻されるだろう。
現在金幅議長はプラント最高評議会に出席しています。その間は安全なはずです。
ですがその後講和会議のため再び地球へ向かう予定になっています。
芝が議長を狙うとしたらその時だな。
でもザフトの艦隊が護衛するはずじゃ。
ところがザクトと連合の艦隊はカルマンの一件以来緊張状態のままです。ザクトの艦艇が一隻でも地球へ近づけば
戦争再開の口火を切ることになりますわね。
議長が地球から帰還したタイミングでカルマンを襲撃し、地球へ核を運んだのも全てはこの状況を作るためだったのでしょう。
あとは護衛もなく地球へ向かう議長のシャトルを攻撃すればいい。
素晴らしい針の穴をつくような作戦だ。
I'm surprised it would be unescorted though.
連合でもない私たちならばこの局面は変えられるはずです。参りましょう。私たちのやるべきことを行いに。
Yeah, it's the chairman. You would think it would be kind of important to protect someone like that.
国力に応じた軍事制限を唱えるリンデマン案はプラントを劣勢へ追い込むための陰謀ではないか。
地球連合へ条約案の再考を要求する。
ですがこれがようやく連合側に取り付けることができた合意点なのです。
しかしこの条約案を承認すれば国民の反発を呼びます。
我々の責任が裁判で問われることになるぞ。
現在プラントが最も避けねばならないことは条約が締結できないまま均衡が崩れて戦争が再開してしまうことです。それを防ぐには講和会議を成功させ一刻も早く地球と停戦条約を結ぶことが必要です。この状況をご理解の上ご賛同いただけますようお願い申し上げます。全責任は私が取ります。
どう責任を取るというんですか、議長。
私の命に変えて。
Huh?
議長にそこまでの覚悟がおありでしたら。
With her life.
言葉は全て自身が背負い法廷で裁かれることも厭わぬ覚悟を物語っていた。そして講和会議の条案はプラント最高評議会で承認された。
議長、ナイロビでザフトのモビルスーツによるテロが数件発生しました。地球ではプラントの関与を疑う声も上がり、このままでは講和会議の継続が危うくなります。
すぐにナイロビへ飛ぶ。シャトルの用意を。
今地球へ向かうのは自殺行為です。少し時期を見て。
私が行かねば地球との講和は決裂する。
She's trying to go to Earth to stop the people attacking on Earth?
ここで平和への歩みを途絶えさせるわけには参りません。そして現在の混乱から私たちが議長の身をお守りいたします。
ラクスクライン。
お久しぶりです、金幅議長。
あなたたちは一体何を。
地球へ参りましょう。一刻を争いますわ。
Oh. Yeah, so we're gonna escort her to Earth. So is this ship a decoy then? Maybe they didn't voice these parts of dialogue. At least they're kind of quick. Okay. And we're in battle again. Oh, we already have a 5th slot. Lately I've been liking to do like 2 supports and 2 attackers. I mean, the ashtrays are fine, but I kind of want to stick with just what you kind of have. The normal seed. Rather than the Gundam Seed ashtrays. Oh, but it's funny because I don't actually have a good pilot for this unit, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this person for now. I'm gonna go ahead and move you up here. I think we're good. Look at that. Amount of like total CP I have. It's like 5 times the amount you need for this mission. Okay, should be easy. We'll let it run. Yeah, too close to do the crazy map attacks, so they're just taking down one unit at a time. I'm actually kind of wondering, so because sometimes they do have like battle animations. Hold on. Battle? Auto advance of cutscenes. Let's have that off for now. That way you can see what it does. Because pretty much when you have that on, like you play like Fire Emblem, you have this whole Fire Emblem like cutscene every time you fight. Oh wait, that's just cutscenes. That's not even the animations. Which is fine. Like there's no way to really control the cutscenes then. Or the animations, but okay. Yeah, I kind of thought it would kind of show if I didn't like speed it up, but I guess it's not showing up at all. Yeah, I kind of feel like I see mainly the cutscenes like one time per weapon attack that each of the suits have. And then after that, I don't really see it anymore. I guess if I manually played it, it would show. But when it's autoing, then it kind of skips through it all. Oh, like right now he's doing it. So this is what the Dragoons look like. I actually kind of always wondered how the Dragoons in the Gundam Seed universe works, because like in the UC universe, you need to be like a new type to kind of control them. You're kind of controlling them with your mind. Is she running? She just backed up like one space. Yeah, she's just angry. She wants revenge. And she's gone again. What? Too late. Hold up. I kind of want to read this. Oh, ho, ho. I was gonna probably keep the op, but it's fine. Because this is actually really dramatic right now. Okay, I'll just start from the very top. Why you? It's gonna take more than that. You saying you still haven't had enough? What do you know about pain? The pain of those who had everything taken from them, even the opportunity to fight back. Ugh. There's no stopping me now. The hatred the bitterness, the sorrow of the dead. How can I stop it all? If you want to stop the cycle, then strike me. There's a nuke behind my seat, so fire at the cockpit. Well, Kira's not saying anything at all. He's just like reacting. You don't have it in you to shoot. And now, to fulfill my purpose, Canavera, prepare yourself. She was gonna try to kill the chairman, but the chairman wasn't there. Chairman Canavera got held up in the plant, so the shuttle you're after, it's empty. What? Lacus Klein is behind this, isn't she? Heh. To think I wagered my life and still outmatched. Stop the shuttle. Well played, Karen Yamato. But you're too late. Shiva, what have you done? Even you stop me now. The root cause of the hate won't go away. If I'm defeated, hatred will still remain in the world. In plant, on Earth, one day, will spark a new world. Or she's so true about that. Well, that's why Lacus and I are working. Are you and Lacus prepared? Prepared? Before long, someone else will take my place, and then after that, them. Are you prepared to stop us each and every time until no one's left? I sought to rid the world of those who create a hatred. What makes you any different from me? We fight so we can put an end to the fighting. Hehe. Do you really think you can stomp all the hatred out of this world? I will watch with great interest from the depths of hell. I've just armed a nuke. She's gonna kill herself? So shoot me. Shoot me or die with me. I still can't. Your mercy will no doubt lead to another taking my place. Comrades, I am on my way. I can't. That's quite the dedication, but what did all of that achieve? Yeah, that's an outfit I've never seen Lacus in before. Her like stealth outfit. Guess she's kind of like way too well known to be out in the open.
この条約は戦争終結のためとはいえ、プラントに厳しい未来を強いる結果となるでしょう。そして私はいずれその責任を問われることとなる。あなたのお父様が生きていたなら、もっとうまく交渉できたでしょうね。
痛みを伴う道のりを選択したのは真にプラントの今後を考えてのことでしょう。私はその判断を信じます。それに生前父が言っておりました。議長の退任を務められたのはあなたの支えがあったからだと。そして高い判断力と揺るぎない信念を持つあなたこそリーダーにふさわしいとも申しておりましたわ。
シーゲルが。
現にあなたは議長として立派に平和への足がかりを築いていらっしゃる。
ラクスクライン。現時刻をもってラクスクラインとその一党に関するすべての権利。
Oh, she was pardoned.
承知いたしました。
それからリンデマン外相との会談の準備をこの講和会議何としても成功させる。
I mean, a lot of people look up to her, so it's not too surprising. You know, if there's a strike that has their goons, like, well, I guess not many people can actually use it correctly, but I still don't know how it fully works here either.
かしよくあの芝の策を看破できたもんだ。
血のバレンタインと同じ過ちとなる引き金を彼女が引くはずがありませんでしたから。
たとえ戻れなくてもプラントへの強襲から核の影響を出さないようにしたんですね。
帰れるところがないのは俺たちも芝も同じなのかもな。ならばいっそオーブあたりに降りてみるか。
我々にも休息は必要ですよ。
特に少年にはな。ここは俺が預かる。姫はモビルスーツデッキに行ってくれ。少年が待っている。
ありがとうございます、バルトフェルド隊長。キラ、あなたのおかげでこの騒乱は収束しました。
でも僕はまた救えなかった。
キラ、忘れないでください。あなたに救われた人々もまたいることを。そして私はあなたが無事に帰ってきてくれたことをこの上なく喜んでいます。
ラキス、
キラ、
ありがとうラクス。
Oh, this is how they actually finally end up together. Yeah, you kind of figure it happens in between Seed and Destiny at some point. Oh, well, that's the end of, I guess, that part of the story. But I guess there's still one more story, right? It's the attack that happened on Earth. And I guess Ath and Kugali are there. Yep. I guess that's the other half. I guess this is more like a 2-episode OVA. Stolen name. Oops, wrong button. Go back. Oh, this is kind of short. We'll see how they handled their end of all this.
コズミックイラ71、9月27日。地球とプラント、互いの存亡をかけて。
Literally is like the first episode, like the very beginning, where they do like a little recap before the episode begins.
双方の戦争指導者が失われた結果、およそ1年半続いた戦争がついに停戦に向け動き出した。再建に取り組む両陣営に新たな政権が誕生。しかし地球とプラントの関係は危ういバランスで成立しており、それぞれに火種を抱えていた。そこでアークエンジェル・エターナルの面々は地上と宇宙に分かれ、有事の際に備えることにした。その頃オーブにも暫定政府が誕生。政権は地球連合監視のもと大西洋連邦の保護下に置かれた。オーブは再度主権の回復独立を目指してアフリカのナイロビ
You know, I was also kind of wondering how that worked, because technically Orb was destroyed when they were leaving Orb before.
プラント双方への交渉を成功させるためオーブに戻ったカガリとアスラン。しかしザフトの哨戒艦の消息不明に端を発した騒乱に巻き込まれてゆく。世界が平和に向かってゆっくりと歩み出そうとする中、その平和を良しとしない者たちが人知れず動き始めている。
Oh yeah, that's right. Also, like Afton doesn't have like a mobile suit right now. He self-destructed the Justice to take down the giant like Death Star. So
彼らは流星群に紛れて地球へと降下し、
wonder what he's gonna use for this.
火種を生み出そうとしていた。
guess we'll see after more story.
流星群降下地点を調査していたモビルスーツが襲撃を受けた。相手の所属が不明だ。
この事件への対応について皆の意見を聞きたい。
Sorry, still thinking about his dad. I sometimes forget he just lost his dad
アスラン、
at the end of the show.
おい、聞いてるのか？
ああ、ちゃんと聞いてるよ。ん？ザフトの非常回線から？
久しぶりと言うべきかな、アスラン。
誰だあなたは？
ザラ閣下の直属だったメイヤシバだ。
何ですか？
Oh, she would.
父上のことは残念だった。さぞかし無念だったと思うが、あとは我々に任せてほしい。
どういうことです？
閣下の意志を継ぐ者として。
アスラン・ザラ、君の名をもらい受ける。
Huh?
アスラン、来てくれ。エターナルから通信だ。
お久しぶりですわ。アスラン、カガリさん。
ラクス、キラ。
どうした？何が起きている？
メイヤ・シバという軍人が新たな戦いの火種になろうとしています。
メイヤシバだって？
はい。パトリック・ザラを信奉するザフト兵を集めて何かを画策しています。シバは核ミサイルを搭載したカプセルを地球へ降下させました。しかし彼女は宇宙に残り何かをしようとしています。
シバのことは僕たちが追う。核ミサイルの件はアスランに頼めるかな？簡単に言ってくれるな。
Yeah, make it sound easy.
二人でやれば大丈夫だ。キラ、任せろ。行くぞ。
おい、カガリ。
ありがとう、カガリ、アスラン。
どこへ行く？
Yeah, what are they gonna use?
父パトリック・ザラの意志を継ぐ者たちが地球に核を持ち込んだ。この事態の対処を任されたアスランはカガリから新たな機体を託される。それはオーブが開発していたモビルスーツムラサメの試
Yeah,
作
the Murasami, those airplane, like, well, it's kind of almost like a.
ザラハ残党が集まるアフリカを目指す。
It makes me think of the Mog-Cross ships, actually. Yeah, not as strong as the Justice, but would do just fine, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, I need to turn it off. I probably would turn it off so it doesn't like skip this part. I'll just read all the dialogue that happens here. Don't do anything crazy out there, Atherin. That's my line. Shiva said that she used to know my father, so I might be able to reach someone in her squad. Maybe they'll listen to somebody with the name Zala. A squad of daggers and djinns? So these guys are Shiva's team. I guess it's worth a shot then. This is Atherin Zala. Are you Shiva's squad? Did he say Atherin Zala? Ridiculous. Atherin Zala would have no reason to be out here. There, yeah, like, I guess I would be surprised too. It's just really random for him to be here out everywhere. The cowards think we're fool enough to fall for his trap. Padre, don't really listen, huh? What? Stop this. Ugh, damn it. And the battle begins. I guess canon-wise, Athen took down the whole troop by himself. Same thing with Kira. But knowing them, they're pretty good to the point where they can do that all on their own. Okay, on Earth, obviously these meteor units are gonna have a tough time moving around Earth. That's why they have their movement slow, but I think it's still fine. And sortie. Easy. Defeat them all. I'm gonna make little adjustments. What? It's suddenly off. I guess I just have to turn off auto every time the dialogue is gonna start. Oh, it's also kind of nice that even if enemies are kind of like along the way, when you do that map attack, it actually doesn't hit them. It just only hits the enemy. Yeah, when I think about it, it's actually very, very similar to like Fire Emblem, really, because each suit has weapons, kind of similar to like how you can switch weapons on a unit on Fire Emblem, and then you attack with them, and you know, it's just that in this game you have a lot more range. Oh, animation! It's just a boomerang. I guess that's similar to what he kind of did with the Justice. It's the beam boomerang. I don't even know how that works. How it could like come back like the way boomerang is, but it's a beam. I don't know how. Usually the way boomerangs work kind of is based on like the air. I kind of feel like it wouldn't work the exact same way with like a beam boomerang. It doesn't have like the shape to kind of move around like a boomerang. Oh, that's the nuke. I see. So they snuck down the nuke and they're just coming down and trying to grab it. Don't we know what they were trying to use it for? We got a decent chunk left to go. Some more story. This is even shorter than all the other ones. 40 seconds.
どういうことだ。なぜ俺の名前を叫びながら。
アスランザ、君の名をもらい受け。
メイヤシバ、何が狙いだ。
司令、付近で行われた戦闘で妙な通信を傍受しました。
ナイロビでの会議に向けて上層部が周辺警備に神経を尖らせている時に厄介事はごめんだぞ。
それが通信内容にアスランザラという個人名があったようで。
ザフトのアスランザラか。なぜこんなところに。
わかりません。ですが
ザフトに講和会議決裂の意図ありと。
用心に越したことはないかと。
Yeah, I guess because, you know, his dad was all about getting revenge on the Earth Federation. They would think the son would kind of, I guess, follow the same path, but obviously he's not trying to follow his dad's footsteps. Actually, I kind of even wonder if his dad didn't already die from like getting betrayed. Because people are like thinking, man, this guy's getting too crazy, so they had to shoot him. Whether Athrun had to have shot him himself, but I guess Athrun was spared from that kind of faith. Like, still, I guess he still kind of thought about how what he would have had done if it wasn't already done already. Inheritors of Dying Wish. Is this a battle? Not a battle, it's a story, but this one doesn't have a time. Guess we'll find out.
メイやシバがザラの名前を利用しザラハ残党を焚きつけている。それによって また争いが起きようとしている。
The remnants of Zala factions are haunted by memories of my father and are being manipulated in his name. They must be stopped.
降下カプセルに残された通信記録からザラハ残党の活動拠点を割り出したアスランは彼らを説得するため機体を向かわせるのだった。
Catherine, what's your status? They've already retrieved the nuke from the landing capsule. But from their transmissions records, I was able to locate what seems to be their base of operations. Well done, Catherine. I'm heading straight for the base now. Copy that. Our preparations here in the homeland have been completed, so we're moving on the designated location. I'm surprised you were able to sneak out of Orb. The way everything is right now... Well, you see, our own princess is especially adept at getting past any and all watchful eyes. Her believes that the conference taking place in Nairobi, Africa will lead to the restoration of Orb sovereignty. The peace conference? That's why she continued negotiations with the countries and the persons who are sympathetic with the or cooperative with Orb. Kigali flying there personally this time is likewise in order to negotiate directly with a certain pivotal person. You're saying Kigali is meeting this person as their special envoy? That's correct. Though of course, even if the negotiations are successful or a success, it will be not if the peace conference itself is disrupted. It sounds like they're trying to nuke the conference. Catherine, this will be a tough mission. I'm counting on you. Got it. I'll do my best. Don't overdo it in your end. I could say the same for you. In any case, let's speak again together. Or again later. Alright, everything's been prepared. All that's left is... Captain, we lost contact with the men stationed near the capsule recovery site. What? Are the Earth Alliance forces on the move? No, sir. They haven't shown any signs of activity. I see. In that case, I must be the work of an uncertain element that Commander Shiva spoke of. All hands, hurry with the withdrawal preparations. We'll be abandoning this base shortly. Once that's done, initiate phase 3 of the operation. Yes, sir. Mobile suits and transport units. Is that a Veskolov class submarine? If the nuke is loaded in the sub, I will never be able to track it down. Ugh, it's all or nothing. Gotta strike now. Look who decided to show up. That's a mobile suit design I've never seen before. But if you insist on being a thorn in our side, then I'll have to show you no mercy. Listen up. Our goal isn't to fight here. For the realization of a greater ideal, we must do everything in our power to withdraw. All squads, carry out your duties according to Commander Shiva's plan of operations. May Athrun Zala be with us. Roland squad, follow me. We'll buy some time for the other squads. I guess they all think they're following Athrun Zala, but they don't know they're actually fighting him right now, which is kind of funny. This is Athrun Zala. Let me speak to your commander. You're Athrun? Hey, I see now. You're the uncertain element in all this. Why are you doing this at such a critical time? Right when a ceasefire agreement is about to be signed. The war is already over. A commander as capable as you must know that the world is heading towards peace. To us, the war is far from over. The temporary ceasefire was arbitrarily decided by the puppet government that was taken over our homeland. Even so, that doesn't justify once again taken so many lives. Say what you will, but our resolve shall never falter. Only goal is to realize the late excellency Zala's ideals. Be gone, false Atherin. What do you mean false? Yeah, he's the real deal. If you won't listen to reason, then maybe you'll listen to force. Just... Okay. Next part of the story. Is it? No, of course it'll be an actual battle. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be just only 2? Just slightly too far, I guess. And I think it's very funny that I have like both Char and Emerald together. You really don't see them actually work together too often. They're usually like rivals, but I didn't know this in Zeta that they actually did kind of work together at some point. Oh. Story happens too quickly. The uncertain element, huh? As expected, you're strong. It's not too late for you. Surrender the nuke in your possession and yield to the plant. I'm afraid I can't accept those terms. We will never yield, not until we bring the hammer of justice down upon the naturals. By smuggling in a nuke? All you're doing is neatly agitating the earth forces. It will only lead to more pointless fighting. Ha, we'll see about that. Reinforcements? The nuke we have will change the world. I will not allow you to interfere. Did do a lot of grunting, more than I would have expected. Oh, animation for the new ship. It's actually kind of cool how in this game, like, you can actually transform into like different modes, sort of the suits that actually can change to like a plane mode. And I think in plane mode you just can go further, but I guess you just do less damage. But once you transform, you lose the mobility or the movement, amount of movement you would have, but you're just able to do more damage. I guess some suits in this game doesn't need to transform to kind of have both really good movement and good up attack. So this really depends on the units. Okay, so next one. Almost there. I think just 4 more left. Yeah, just 4 more left. Okay, we have a very short clip. Maybe it's more like still 1 episode long, but we did get like the whole like recap back, so maybe it's actually 2.
死んだ人間の間違った理想にとらわれて何になる。
今に閣下の意志を継ぐ者が世界を変える。
意志を継ぐ者？
その名はアスランザラ。
何を言っている。アスランは俺だ。
我らはアスランザラと共に。
My God, they just don't listen. They just want to believe what they want to believe.
新たに戦闘が行われていたようです。
テロリストの戦力にしてはかなりの規模だな。例の新型は準備できるか？
まだ試作だが。
Of course Earth would have their own plans. What's this supposed to be? Some kind of mobile armor? Athrun, are you okay? Yeah, but the nuke was taken away on a submarine. Tracking them down will be... Damn it! If only we knew what they were up to, then we could come up with a plan. First of all, what are they trying to accomplish? They say they're realizing the dying wish of Patrick Zala, but they're just performing acts of terrorism. It means there are people out there who find peace problematic. In other words, you might say that a state of war is profitable for them. It's hard to say how much of it was planned, but those on Earth will surely use this terrorist attack to foment unrest. And with that, they will be able to aim to expand military under the pretext of strengthening their defenses. If that's the case, then they aren't the actions of the Zala faction's remnants extremely strange? It'll be tough for the planet if the Earth forces are bolstered. If the fighting were to resume, the Zala faction's remnants wish to rekindle the fires of war. That being said, they must have plans to assure victory over Earth. The nuke is their trump card. What matters is when and where and how they're going to use it. Nuke. The nuke we have will change the world. That's what the pilot I have fought said. But even if they were to use it, it would only be to raise a single military faculty at most. There's just one nuke, really? Athrun? Damn it, the Zali faction remnants. They're going to target the Victoria base with that nuke. That sounds like a military faculty. I thought they were going to go to where the peace talks were going to be at. At least, unless that's where the peace talks were actually at. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
"地球連合軍のビクトリア基地。そこには地球から宇宙へ物資を輸送するためのマスドライバー施設が存在していた。現在地球連合軍が使用可能なマスドライバーはビクトリア基地にある一つのみであり、これを喪失すれば宇宙への物資輸送に多大な制限をもたらす。
Sounds like a pretty important place.
その影響は宇宙における地球連合軍の勢力維持が不可能になるほど大きいものであった。宇宙でザフトに敵はいなくなり、さらに軌道封鎖を行えば地球から宇宙に手が出せなくなる。それはプラントが地球に対して圧倒的有利に立つことを意味していた。だがその結果、争いの終わらない世界がまた生まれることになる。ザラハ残党の狙いを突き止めたアスランはビクトリア基地に急行するのだった。
I guess that is a pretty important base then. We have sent an anonymous tip to the Earth Alliance, but I doubt they'll take it seriously. We're counting on you, Athrun. Right, I'll do what I can. Is that them heading for Victoria base? Am I too late? Who the hell are you? Atherin Zala. Atherin? Is Alcine Zala's son is chasing after us? That's impossible. Atherin Zala is with the commander in space. No. He must have heard about our struggles and come rushing to help. Listen, everyone. There's no point to this fight. The war is already over. Atherin, what the hell are you trying to say? Even if we take out Victoria Base, it will only be a matter of time before the Earth Alliance finds another way to send its forces into space. We might gain a temporary advantage in space, but as long as there remains enmity between Earth Alliance and Plant, the war would never come to an end. That's why we can't keep doing this. How? How could you, His Excellency Zala's own son, not understand his vision? I knew it. He's an imposter. This coward is only pretending to be His Excellency's son. Bastard, you'll pay for insulting His Excellency Zala. They all think he's the imposter. This isn't working. Yeah, I guess talking from the plane never really works, especially from a plane they don't recognize either. Yeah, I think they have a very different image of what Atherin would actually be compared to like their fictional Atherin. Okay, Atherin's gonna take them out with his whole squad of overpowered units right behind him. You know, I actually kind of wonder how much harder this battle would be if you just didn't send any units at all. I don't think it would actually work. But the fact that you have to kind of defend Atherin is kind of a hard objective already if you're trying to do it with less units. Commander, we detected a skirmish in the vicinity in the base. It may be the same forces as before. Good thing we prepare for the worst. Send out the new model for some practice testing. Yes, sir. Launching the prototype mobile armor. Suppress the forces that are engaging in the vicinity of the base. Eliminate them. An emergency message from Gagali. Atherin, please respond. Gagali, what's wrong? Kisaka intercepted a transmission from the Earth Alliance. Enemy reinforcements are heading your way. Say what? Enemy squad sighted. They appear to be operating our strike daggers. They must have captured them. What the hell is that thing? A new Earth Alliance model? In addition, we have no idea on one of their suits. It appears to be a new model. Engaging enemy forces now. Ugh. I'm trying to stop a nuclear strike here. Yeah, Earth just jumping in and causing more trouble. It's funny, like, this guy should be stopping these other guys down here, but I guess he's technically just aiming for Atherin. But that didn't take too long for that squad. That's why the whole Freedom AoE full burst smoke blast is just so OP in this game. And the crazy thing is you can actually get like a free version of the Freedom. Obviously a lot less stronger, but with similar capabilities. Or I could just keep using the meter unit, I guess. The nukes! Atherin, the missiles are incoming. They're launched from a submarine fleet. Missiles? Oh, he has to shoot the missiles. The search party... Huh? It's going... Oh, it's red. Okay. The search party for the unidentified submarine fleet has received a message. The enemy fleet has launched several missiles, approximately 5 minutes until impact. Is the informant saying that the submarine fleet has nuclear weapons? Compare the anti-air defenses. Does the enemy intend to take us all out, even their own? Yeah, apparently. I'll stop them. Wow, Zala has a lot to do. Athrun! Gotta get out of here. Gotta get there. Looks like I made it in a nick of time. Wow, did he just like slash the missile? I stopped the nukes, but damn. Took out the whole fleet. And the mobile armor and the missiles. That's actually a lot to do. Okay. Well, last part of the story. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
我々は助かったのですか？
あの所属不明機に助けられたな。
一体何者だったのでしょうか？
アスランザラの可能性もあるが、いずれにせよプラントの動きを注視しよう。
Oh yeah, of course they know it's Athrun Zala.
パトリックザラの信奉者たちによって引き起こされたものであり、ザクと正規軍の関与はありませんでした。以上が事件の調査報告となります。
Did put him as a secret?
アスラン、ついにプラントと地球連合の間で講和条約が成立することになったぞ。これでオーブも再び独立できる。
これも君の活躍で事件を未然に防ぎ、講和会議を
He becomes her bodyguard, right?
ところでアスラン、例の話は考えてくれたか？
ああ。オーブへの亡命の件、よろしく頼む。
To the defect to orb? That's kind of a weird way to put it. But I guess it's to help him defect to orb. Hey. And we have hard mode. Ignore that. Okay, looks like I do have enough energy or stamina for hard mode, so it should be fine. What do we get in return? Oh, we get the new strike. Okay, the Dragoon Strike. Assuming that we hit the optional objectives. What's the secret? Oh, in 2 turns, that's easy. It probably could be done without me needing to do anything. Okay, this doesn't have story, it's just a difficult battle. Yeah, some of these secret objectives, I would actually have to play it to reach the secret objectives. Usually the ones where you have to like reach or do something or like reach a certain goal and a certain amount of turns, because the AI is more focused on fighting. It doesn't know how to go to certain objectives. But if it's just fighting and trying to beat the commander in 2 turns, that's something it could probably do on its own. Yeah, they'll be fine. And if not, then I will have to kind of control it myself later and just like hightail it to the commander. Oh, EX, he went all out right there. Oh, did I put the Strike Freedom Whirlwind back? Yeah, I did. Well, already down. Might as well. I think this team should be able to handle it. Street Seed is pretty much the strongest units in this in my arsenal, so it should be easy. I feel like in the other stories where you have to control, like, you know, only that series of suits, which I don't have much of, is a little bit more harder for sure. Seed, the Seed story, it's definitely a lot more easier. Oh, the freedom? Wow. Yeah, Team 1 might have trouble. But they just need to survive one turn. And sometimes I forget I have a warship that lets me heal the whole team. Just a little bit too far. And that's it. Easy. Hard mode done in auto. Sweet. Yeah, I wonder how good this is gonna be. I feel like anything but funnels are really good because they can hit from far away. Yeah, very similar to, like, you know, it's just a weaker version of the Strike Freedom. But what's crazy is like how adaptable it actually is in a lot of situations. Okay. And with that, we're done with the Gundam Seed Recollection story. Yeah, it's... I guess it was pretty nice to see, you know, how like Lacus and Kara kind of end up together. And their opponent, right? The commander, got her name already, was a pretty understandable antagonist. Like, her reasons for what she's doing is obviously, you can understand why she's doing it, though you kind of know that what she's also kind of doing is wrong, and that's why they have to stop her. And she was kind of smart the way she was going at it. It's just, luckily, you have someone like Lacus who's like thinking a couple steps ahead of her and kind of stop all her plot before it got too bad. If it was just Kira or Athrun alone trying to stop her, it probably would not have ended well, but with the support they had, they managed to pull it off. And it was peaceful for a while until Gundam Seed Destiny happened. But that's another tale for another day, because even this game, we don't actually have the Gundam Seed Destiny storyline. I imagine it'll pop up here whenever they decide to add it. And then even what's interesting is actually a lot of the stories I've been through. I think technically Wings Complete. It's more like these over here. These are kind of like all half complete. Like, I finished G Gundam, but I didn't see Burning Gundam, so it's only halfway. Same thing with Double O. You have Exia, but you actually don't have Gundam Double O actually appearing in Gundam Double O. I think Barbados is actually fully complete. Which Mercury is technically half complete, so there's definitely gonna be more for sure. And obviously I'm not going to cover them so much because I think everybody already knows the story, and the battle is mostly done in auto already, so nothing too new. I'm like debating that maybe it might be interesting for people to see how I clear like high difficulty content in which you have in this game called Eternal Road. It's just a really high difficult mission. Yeah, it's just a highly difficult missions, but I mean, I haven't attempted it yet, so I don't really know where I can even do it yet, because the recommended is 300,000 CP to do it, and I guess I want to have all my units maxed before I do it. But also, I think what's really cool is I have seen people who posted them be able to beat these highly difficult missions with the free-to-play units, which is crazy. I'm actually kind of curious how those ended up, but I probably won't take a peek at them until I can try to play myself. And obviously with my units that I have, I'm pretty sure I would have a lot more easier time than they did if they're just using all free-to-play. You're new, almost outside the side stories and mainly in season 1 of the series. Yeah, like, I think there's surprisingly a lot of, yeah, this game was kind of hidden. I didn't even know about it until it got released, and I just got recommended the game. And as soon as I tried it, I was like, oh yeah, I guess I'll just keep on playing on the side. And so far, it's not too hard of a game to kind of maintain. Like, it's nice that a lot of things in this game can be skipped with the skip function. You have to skip 3 times per mission per day. So you just go around going through a lot of missions, just skipping a bunch of them once you have completed them. But it's nice once you reach that point. But yeah, it's a game that will probably just keep on playing on the side off stream for now. And yeah, I'll debate after I complete this once to kind of paste a video of my winning attempt of this mission, because it probably will be really, really hard. I think it's just 2 really strong units you have to take down, but definitely it cannot be done in auto. You have to be really strategic with it. Oh, but before, yeah, since I finished the whole Gundam Seed Recollection story, I am going to end it soon. But before I go, I will go ahead and use the rest of my tickets right here before I go. Because, Future Banner, you actually can't use those tickets. You can only just use the gems you get. So there's no point of hoarding these. It's better to spend them right away. Same thing with these tickets as well. They might update the standard banner in the future, and you might have more options in the future, but usually that doesn't happen to at least a year. So right now it's kind of better to kind of work with where we get early on. So let's see what I will get. If I was gonna kind of wish for something, I would actually probably wish to get it's probably over here. I would hope to get, actually not even a UR character. I would actually hope to get a very certain SSR character. Is he in here? Should be in here. This one, this Gundam GQ is what I'm actually hoping to get. Because apparently they gave us a free character for everybody, which is the character that everybody recognizes, Char. He has a crazy double shield, double guard you can do per turn, which is actually really big. Not many people have that, but he only gets that support skill, that second guard, if he's piloting a Gundam that's from Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quarks, which there's only 3, but the other 2 are not shield or defense or tank characters. So literally the only one you can grab is literally the one from the gacha, which is Gundam EQ. So that's what I really would hope for. And it was SSR, so there's a good chance. It's actually really hard to hit SSR. It's weird. I feel like when I was re-rolling and being in the game a little bit, it didn't feel too hard to get URs, but actually when I was trying to roll with the Shrine Freedom, it was a little bit more unfortunate early on. And Rose got better later on, but yeah, I can only hope for the best here. So let's go ahead and spend all 26. See what I get. This is gonna take some true luck needed to get anything good at all. Oh, see a support. Supports are great too. I feel like that's the one thing that I look for the most when it comes to these kind of roles. Because a lot of units in this game, you can make some free SSR characters pretty easily. But the pilots, they're all stuck at SR rank. And you barely have any supports at all. Oh, I got the original Gundam. Oh, I've seen this before in previous games. It's a support. Got a new one. Nice. Is it possible? Yeah, you can get duplicate supports, but that's a new one. I don't know where this one's from. Afterward Gundam X. Oh, great. I haven't done X yet, so that's going to be useful. Yeah, 80%. Okay. We have 16 more. Nope. I think I didn't get anything good at all. Camper, that's his SSR at least. Nope, this is like very bare minimal. We have 6 more to go. Yeah, it's crazy how much, even after I rode for the Shrike Freedom, that I didn't get a single copy of the Gundam GQ. Oh, I guess that's in one SSR. Or maybe it was just an SR. I'm just colorblind. But okay. Nothing too crazy at all. Just, well, I guess I do appreciate getting more of the support, so at least got that, at least. And a couple of SSRs. Yeah, it's crazy how much supports I have. But they're useful because, you know, whenever you play their story, you can only use units in their series, so having a support ship that can support those units is big. So I'm quite happy what I have so far, and hopefully this will last me for a while. That way I could save all that I have right now for future roles.
さすがです。この調子でどんどん達成していきましょう。
Oh, titles. Dawn of Chaos. Recollections. Okay. Okay. That's it for now, guys. That's a little bit of I'm not gonna ever get used to saying the name of this whole. Why is the name so long? ST Gundam G Generation Eternal. And yeah, if I do more roles, I'll probably post more roles, and occasionally I probably will again post some of my mission completions for Eternal Road whenever I get strong enough to do them. And that's all I could really think about in the future. And if they ever release, I guess, more unique story that only can be found in the game, then I guess I would cover those as well. But it's hard to say what will happen in the future when it comes to those, at least. So yeah, we'll see how that will all go. Hopefully they add more other content, other things to do in the game. It is kind of surprising that they don't even have like a way to add each other as friends. and use each other's units and stuff like that. That's like a very common thing a lot of these gacha games do, but I haven't seen that at all. There's none of that. There's no guild system yet either. But there's a lot of potential for this game, and I hope they do a bit more, but only time will tell. But anyways, I think that's it for tonight. So for those who are still there, thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed it's kind of like a half watch along, right? And half gameplay, if you can call auto gameplay. But yeah, not so bad to see more Seed content. But if you are planning to roll for the Strike Freedom or any of the future units, I wish you luck. And I'll see you guys around next time. NoukonNeko, signing out. Bye-bye. Oh, that was actually a pretty good length for stream. It's like perfectly like 2 hours. Yeah, it's kind of where I usually will want to stop. So that really worked out. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a while. It's been like almost like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a bit, you know, after all these trips I've been going through, there's just a lot of like events to catch up and stuff, and it's just hard to do it on stream. So it's just felt a lot more comfortable just to do a lot of off stream. That's what I've been up to. But the other part is I've been waiting for my new laptop, my new PC that I actually got, and I've just been spending a couple of days, you know, kind of setting it up and testing it out to see how it will work on stream and stuff. So now I have it. You can probably expect some good stuff in the future. Mainly more Monster Hunter. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know whether I'll start this weekend, but should be starting to stream some more Monster Hunter soon. But anyways, it's late, so thanks for running around. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.